Folks, a critical component of being able to effectively and successfully de-escalate just about any situation is the ability, the self-discipline, the internal fortitude to just walk away, run away, drive away, to be able to just let it go. My name is John. I'm an Army veteran, retired police officer, and a certified crisis intervention specialist. And we're going to talk about some basic conflict de-escalation concepts, tips, and techniques. This past Wednesday, August 6, 2025, I had my own little incident with another driver who tried to interact with me in a situation that potentially could have become a road rage incident. I was behind 3 or 4 other vehicles approaching an intersection, and an ambulance was coming towards us on the other side of the intersection with its emergency lights on. Now, what is the basic rule of thumb when you have an emergency vehicle coming at you, emergency lights on? The basic rule of thumb is everyone pulls over, give the emergency vehicle space, right? Just come to a stop if necessary. As we're pulling over to stop, again, I was like the 4th car. And as we're pulling over, I see that the ambulance is changing lanes and obviously getting ready to turn. It's going to make a turn on the intersection. It's not going to go by us. So instead of me following suit behind everyone else and stopping behind him, I pull back out into the lane, and now I'm just kind of drifting forward. I don't have my foot on the accelerator. I'm just kind of drifting forward, expecting these other drivers to pull out, and so that we can continue on our merry way, because again, the ambulance was changing directions. It was not going to be a factor. I passed the first car. The second, as I'm beginning to pass the second car, for some reason that driver, zero attention to detail, was so fixated on me coming up beside him, he pops the door open and starts yelling at me. I guess he was offended that I was passing people instead of just pulling over and stopping. I ignored him. I could have allowed myself to become offended at his stupidity and ignorance of the situation and not recognizing that the emergency vehicle was not a factor to us and we were not a factor to it. So I kept on driving. There's no law, rule, or regulation that says I have to stay and talk to the man. There's nothing to apologize for. Again, the emergency vehicle was not a factor. I made a 2-minute short video, and some people did chime in. One person called me, yes, I'm the a-hole because I'm passing vehicles. And so my question is, to you, what is the proper amount of time to stop on the side of the road when you and the emergency vehicle are no longer factors to each other? Why are we... It's ridiculous. So anyway, my point there is being able to drive away and let it go, successfully de-escalated and avoided a situation that potentially could have just blown up, especially with this guy already upset with me. Was there anything I could have said to him in that moment that would have just changed his mind or made him realize, oh, you're right, John, the emergency vehicle is not a factor? I didn't even want to risk. What was the point? Kept on driving. That was one example of how you can effectively and successfully de-escalate a situation. It takes internal fortitude, it takes self-discipline, it takes situational awareness. I want to show you this other video that I found on social media about a month ago. This is a RV owner who rents RVs. This is this owner talking to customers and clients. Check this out.
Say it again. Say it again. Do not touch me. Do not fucking touch me. You don't know me, bitch. And don't talk to me. She cussed me out first. Excuse me?
You gonna walk away?
She needs to fucking calm herself on down.
No, she didn't.
Why?
Why does it matter?
Your RV is a piece of shit.
No, my RV's not a piece of shit.
Hey, it really was falling apart. I've rented.
And that's not my thing. I have to take it to the manufacturer to get fixed. It's brand new.
That's fine. It's tagged a year ago.
I don't give a fuck. We bought it a month ago.
Okay.
I don't care how long it's been sitting on the lot. And don't you fucking touch me again.
Hold on. I didn't touch
You fucking hit my phone.
Oh, that's not you.
It's my property. You slapped my fucking phone. Get your ass out of here. I'm gonna call the fucking cops on you. I'm going to. And I'm done with this shit. I'm gonna get your license plate too.
I first became aware of that video when I stumbled upon her video making excuses and trying to add context to that video. Someone had chimed in and said, "You're not very professional." And as I'm listening to her excuses, I'm like, wow, okay, I got to find this video she's referring to. And there it was. Folks, if you are in the customer service industry, that you serve the public in some way, like rent vehicles or something, you've got to expect to run into people who may have a complaint. Why get offended by it? This lady clearly became offended. When you go back and you listen to the video that she created trying to excuse her behavior, and that's ultimately what it was someone once again excusing their behavior, blaming it all on everyone else. Her excuse was that when she arrived to pick up the RV, the rental time was over. She was there to pick up the RV, and the vehicle wasn't ready, so she had to wait. I don't know, an extra hour or something. And I think this is where she allowed herself to become offended, frustrated, and impatient because she had to wait an extra hour that she didn't expect to. When she finally walked up to get the vehicle, apparently these people asked for her husband, who wasn't able to get there or wasn't able to be part of this transaction. Her excuse is that they became loud, rude, and obnoxious for some reason, just because her husband was going to be there. And so she felt justified in picking up her phone and sticking it in someone's face and then berate them and call them names and all that. Folks, one of the most antagonistic, confrontational things you can do is to stick your phone in someone's face and then angrily challenge them to say it again or do it again or whatever. What do you think is going to happen? The video of these people doesn't indicate to me that they were being loud, rude, or obnoxious, because usually if you go back and look at all these videos, there's quite a history of them on YouTube and on social media. People who are loud, rude, and obnoxious, when given or when a phone is shoved in their face to record them, usually end up acting out that much more, or definitely play to the camera. These people don't look like they're trying to get into any type of interaction with them. As a matter of fact, if you go back and look at the video again, the passenger is just holding her hands up like, wow, whatever. Except for the initial attempt to slap the phone out of her face, because again, it's rude and obnoxious. They're not loud, rude, obnoxious, but that owner is. This lady says that she and her husband have been renting RVs for about the last year or two. This video gives the public every reason not to do business with them, because you're not going to be validated and heard and affirmed. Why do you think there are 30-day warranties on new items? Because sometimes there's an issue, and she's renting an RV that's a used vehicle. These people legitimately could have had a legitimate complaint, and even if it wasn't, this lady in the customer service industry coulda, shoulda, woulda just simply said, you know what, folks, I'm really sorry I did not meet your expectations. That's it. The only thing you need to worry about is, did the check clear? Did the credit card go through? That's it. We don't need to argue, debate, get into an argument, try to defend like this lady did. Well, we just bought this RV, and you don't think something could have gone, a gasket got loose, a wire came loose? I mean, come on. Take a moment to actually listen to people, and if it's no big deal, okay, thanks for bringing it to my attention. Let it go. Now, this next video, this is even harder, but the man in this video demonstrates an incredible amount of internal strength, self-confidence, self-discipline, and is able to walk away from the situation. Check this out.
Oh, he's recording us.
Fuck you.
That's right, record me.
Take your black ass out of here,
You're
motherfucker.
fucking soliciting for the wrong
Take your black ass out of here. You get fucked up. Don't come cussing my door, motherfucker. Fuck you and your phone. Get your fuck ass feet, motherfucker.
Get off my property
Get the fuck out of here. Record that shit. Come back and tell them I'll fucking hack your ass.
Good. I hope you show your employer. Show your employer, because this is what your employees do.
You dumb fucking nigger that says no soliciting. Get your black ass the fuck out of here. You come back and tell them I'll hang you.
Don't go over his house either.
You don't want nothing. It says no soliciting. Get your black ass out of here. You get fucked up.
This man is not a salesman. He's actually a municipal worker. I think he works for the city, but basically he was going door to door and just letting people know, hey, we're going to be doing some work in the neighborhood, and you may see a disruption in service or whatever. And that was the reaction and response that he got. He could have become offended. He could have become very defensive, but he didn't do that. He was able to just let it go and just walk away. Folks, it's not easy. Sometimes it can be overly challenging and sometimes it can seem impossible. But if you're not able to walk away, be able to let it go, you are more likely than not going to end up saying or doing something that could escalate a situation. And YouTube and social media is full of videos of that very thing. So kudos to those folks who rented that RV, of being able to just end up just driving away. They didn't try to argue, debate. They just let this lady go off and just drive away. And God bless this man in that last video for being able to just let it go. I'm sorry you had to go through that, sir, but that's the world we live in right now, unfortunately. Folks, take a breath, assess the situation. Do you really have to engage, or can you or should you just walk away? We'll catch you on the next video.